Let's share the stream real quick. All right. What's up, Owen? What up, Ananda? Joe Freen. I don't know how to say your name. Sorry. How you doing, guys? Welcome to the stream. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Sorry, I got on a little bit late. Got stuck at a phone meeting. Ended up picking up an 8+. Let me go get it real quick. Ended up picking up this 8+. The guy had come back to me after like a week because it didn't sell. Brand new 8+. With like all accessories and everything. AT&T 64 gigabyte. Obviously didn't ask for the IMEI because I knew it was financed. Went in person, actually. So I was just looking at the comments. Actually, just again, I didn't ask for the IMEI in person, and then I asked for. Oh, I didn't ask it over the message. Asked for it in person. Said it was financed. Said, hey, I can't do that price, obviously, because it's financed. Originally gone in there with $320 and got it for $240 in 8+. So should make a decent amount of profit on this, even though it's AT&T and it's bad ESM because it doesn't. It has a balance on it. So that's where I was at. Sorry. Got stuck in traffic. I try to avoid meetups as much as possible when they are past like 4 p.m. because it's really bad traffic in Phoenix. So welcome. If you guys are new here, definitely hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that little subscription button down below. And then ask any questions you guys might have because it's just a Q&A. Want to put a video up for you guys and just interact. So MK99, what up, man? How you doing? Got already 13 people in here. It's good. I'll be on here for about 30 minutes to an hour. So yeah. So are you still doing the affiliate program? Yeah. If you, I should have sent email to everybody that shot me an email back. So if you got any, if you haven't, just shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram. Just search me. I'm the admin of the group. So if you are interested in becoming an affiliate, just shoot me a private message and we can hop on a call for like 2 minutes and we can get you set up. So it's really quick. I just want to explain it because it's kind of hard to type out. So Benjamin Fisher, how you doing, man? How do I find a private buyer? So finding a private buyer, it really comes down to just being experienced in the industry. A private buyer, you have to think from their perspective. They don't want to work with anybody, with somebody that's new to the industry, which is totally understandable. You have to respect what they want because they're looking for people that they know what like A condition is, B+ condition is, like C condition. They want you to know like how to unlock, like they want you to also not be at the point where you know how to unlock phones. Like you really just have to have them come to you. I got mine just through selling on eBay a bunch. Once they recognized that a lot of phones that they would like to buy, the guy ended up reaching out to me, and that's how I found my private buyer. And I know he works with like 5 or 6 other guys right now. So, I mean, obviously he's always trying to find new people, but working at Cedar Point, congrats, my man. Good job, Owen. Josh, okay, that's who it was. Sorry, man. Have you ever used B-Stock like for personal use or I kind of clarify that question. So Benjamin, yeah, no problem. I hope that helped. So honestly though, private buyers, like you just need to just get experience in the industry. Like they expect you to give them a lot of phones. Like it's not required, but they want to find people that are continuously selling to them. Because for me, I probably sell maybe 7 to 10 phones a week to my private buyer. Is that much? So Casey, how you doing, my man? How long have you been flipping phones for? So just this next month should be my 1 year mark in the industry. So Sarah Lee, what's your Insta? It's just Kish is Ronnie. It's all one word, Kish, and then my last name, Israni. So you should find me on there. It's in all my links too of all my videos if you can't find it. I know of a great private buyer, Josh. Yeah, I mean, there's so many out there. Check out this price sheet. I don't think I can check out your price sheet just because it doesn't allow me in the comment section, but that's pretty cool. Oh, you could probably throw a link in, but Josh, B-Stock is like you can buy like 10 phones at a time in pallets. Honestly, no, I haven't done that. I really just haven't tapped into any wholesaling or anything like that B-Stock kind of inventory flow. So Josie, good evening, Kish. Hope you're having a good week. Thanks, you too, Josie. I appreciate you reaching out on all my videos. I see you commenting, so I really appreciate it. So Benjamin Fisher, I buy, sell. Can I just DM you on Insta about the affiliate thing? You can explain what it is. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, go for it. I'll just respond right after this, so make sure you shoot me that. Josie, B-Stock, you need a reseller license to start. Yeah. Josie's been in this industry, I know, for quite a while, so they know what's up a lot more than me. Sarah, I got your message, so I'll reach back right after this. So Benjamin Fisher, is your new business ATMs? It's going to be my next video, so I'll let you know, Benjamin. So you're doing good as a YouTuber so far. I appreciate that, Casey. It means a lot. So we're slowly growing, over 1,000 subs now. So I need business cards. It would have helped a lot at the meetups I did. Do you give your business cards out? Yes. So I give them out in almost every transaction unless I feel like I just really don't want to deal with that person again, because obviously you want to work with a person that is going to be willing to take the right price and is willing to keep coming at you. But, I mean, when you get a chance, there's no reason why you shouldn't hand out business cards. How can you get customers to come to your house? I'm 15 at the moment. Sarah, so that's actually a good question. And to be honest, I wouldn't have them come to your house if you're located near like even a gas station or a carrier store, even like a Walmart or McDonald's. I'd recommend always just kind of walking and meeting there, because meeting at your house can get a little bit sketchy. I know there's a lot of people that are going to try to sell you phones that probably are going to be really sketchy, and I just hate to like say that kind of word, but there's low lifes out there, and so I'd recommend just not having them come to your house, but meet at a public place as close as you can. I totally understand. A lot of people come to me asking, hey, I need people to come to me. I don't have a car. There's so many reasons why people can't go out, and that's perfectly fine. Just try to meet somewhere local. I have people that meet at a carrier store, even though it's maybe not that carrier. Sometimes people live next to a police station, a McDonald's, a Starbucks. Try to meet in a public place, and then that's kind of how you should go from there. So I mean, you're probably going to lose customers if you're not able to go to them, which really sucks, and it's kind of the truth. But sometimes if you're maybe give them a cash, maybe a gift card, like a gas card or something, if they're coming from far, just kind of small things like that might make them actually come. Or you might have to pay a little bit higher prices for that, but just recognize that they're coming to you for that. So maybe raise it up $20. Say, hey, can you come to me this time? So. Road to 2K, yes, Casey. It's going to be a lot quicker than my road to 1K. So you're doing great on YouTube. I always look forward to your videos. Yeah, Josie, I appreciate that. I'm trying to change them up, making them unique as best as possible anymore. Trying to provide value as much as possible. David, what are the pros to selling to private buyer? What are the pros of selling to private buyers opposed to eBay? David, there's a lot of pros. One, like it really depends on your private buyer, but once he has a price sheet for me, so I always know what prices to go buy a phone for that I should sell to him for. I just have to quickly reference it, and that's something I'm including into my course as well. I'm literally should be up here in the next day or two. It's in the course. It's a spreadsheet that is going to be every single price based on the model, based on the gigabyte, based on the carrier, and based on the condition, what you should be paying for that phone locally to be able to flip it for $100 profit on eBay. So that's kind of the same thing my private buyer gives me. But one, there's no like fees or anything like that. He doesn't like, he pays the fees on PayPal. You ship out like really quickly. Like there's never really any returns as long as you're being truthful to them, which is really like a big thing about eBay is people coming back for returns. I get my money really quick. He sends me within 15 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, sometimes even like a minute of me requesting it on PayPal. I mean, there's just a ton of benefits to it. So, Sarah, my nearest place is 10 minutes by car. Yeah, so, I mean, that's a little bit tougher situation. So, I mean, if you want them to come to your house, just I'd say like have a friend or like a family member always be there with you. But just kind of make sure, like, scope it out, use your best judgment. So if you have to get them to come to you, just again offer that extra 10, 20 bucks, maybe a gas card, and you'll probably start to see deals come in. So bye, I'm gonna go. I'll DM you, Kish, for the affiliate program. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, I get a lot who don't want to drive. Success with John. Yeah, I mean, so many people, I know so many people know how to drive or can take a bus, but people are just lazy. So for me, I have the privilege. I have a car and everything's not too far away, like max 30 minutes. So I'll go and buy it. It's a good enough deal. But yeah, there's like, try to give incentives for it. I mean, that you kind of have to leverage those kind of things for you to be able to be successful in phone flipping. So if you guys are new here, definitely hit the like button. I know I see we don't have any likes yet. I really appreciate it. So Kish, if you want to check out B-Stock, hit me up on Facebook. I can show you said I am a member. Okay, Josie, I appreciate it. I definitely will. So thanks for giving some thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. Lol, I rely on family to drive me to meetups. It's tough. Yeah. So I deal with a lot of people that either don't have cars or in high school. Even I have a young man that's in middle school too that is doing this, and he always relies on family members. But 90% of the time, he'll meet at a local place he can walk to. Hey, someone messaged me saying their screen is cracked, but you can't see anything on the screen. I listed on eBay. I would appreciate it if you answer this. Hey, Kara. So the way you have to evaluate that is a bad LCD. So you have to mention that it's cracked, one, but also make sure you have that it's a bad LCD. Make sure to check the IMEI to see if there's an iCloud account on it. I personally use the website www.sickw.com. So that's 100% success rate I've had. It takes like 10 cents per IMEI you check. And you just have to put in like 20 bucks, but just make sure there's no iCloud account on it, because if there is, then it's just a locked phone with a bad LCD and cracked, and it'll probably be worth very little. So Kara, just make sure you first check the IMEI, and you can check that just on the SIM card tray. So once you pull out the SIM card, like, you know where you put in the SIM card. It's not on the SIM card. It's actually on the tray. It's a really small number. That's where you can find the IMEI. Ask for it, and then or in person ask for it. Put in that sickw.com, and it's Apple Basic. It's a lot of the stuff I teach in my course that'll apply to this, but you really just want to make sure the IMEI, there's no locks or anything on it. But usually there will be. So what is the affiliate program that you're doing, Sarah? So it's basically, all it is basically like I'll get you signed up, and you get 25. You just basically promote my course. So it's a way to really get out there and use you and have you guys help me out. But again, I have to give you guys some incentive. So for every person that signs up through the special link that I'll give you, you'll get $100 to $120. It's like 25%. This my course is like $500. So you get 25% of that. And then once you get 3 of those, you get free access to my course. So a lot of people are taking advantage of for that. I've seen a bunch of sales come in with it, and I should have my first person getting their first course here probably within the week. So their free course. So I heard people say to list AT&T BAT ESN as AT&T use only. Would you put it as finance, but you could still be used as AT&T only? Yeah, I just put it, any one I'll just use as BAT ESN. If it's not paid off, it's not paid off. So just put it as BAT ESN. Anybody that's going to buy the phone knows that, really. So just list it as BAT ESN or financed, wherever you're listing it. So. Guys have any more questions, let me know. I have some good conversations going on so far, so I need to get a haircut, man. Jeez. Scott, is that who you were talking about? What are you referring to? Sorry. What's the best way to put an ad to buy phones? What's the best way to put an ad to buy phones? So that's a very densely content question. That's a lot of the stuff I focus on in my course, Sarah. So if you are interested in that, let me know. But I do have videos on my YouTube that you can check out that they're a little bit outdated. I mean, some of the algorithms have changed, so I have to change up a couple of the keywords. But I put my ads up on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and Craigslist at the moment. And now that I'm starting to build my brand, one thing I'm going to be starting to teach you guys is how to do like Facebook ads targeting your local area, like within a certain mile radius, to be able to drive leads in, possibly have people ship to you. And that's where you can really get leads where people are just shipping them to you. You don't have to put any work, and you're just messaging a price over like conversation. So I'm pretty excited about that. But that's a little bit more advanced. Kish, what models do you focus on? I really only do 7 or newer now. I don't really bother with 6s. There really isn't money to be made. Sarah, what was the question? I don't put ads on Mercari at all. It's strictly prohibited. I just sell on there. So, Kara, is it possible you can sell the price list separately? Shoot me a message, Kara. I'll look in it. I personally don't do it right now, but if you're interested in that, just shoot me a message on Facebook and we can work something out. So, do you think once Sprint is done with the merger, we can list good phones again instead of bad ESN? Yeah, so Josie, I'm actually really interested in that. I've been following it. I actually made a video about it a while ago. So like I honestly no, because Sprint, it would obviously be merging with T-Mobile. And a lot of the times I'll even appraise T-Mobile as bad ESN as well. It's just the fact of, if you guys watched the video with Luke I had the other day, we were talking about it, and like the people that go with Sprint, the people that go with T-Mobile, obviously the reason we praise them as bad ESN is because a lot of the people that go there, it's a lot easier to get a phone from them, aka finance. So like, that's why we appraise almost everyone as bad ESN from them. So the fact that Sprint is just merging with like T-Mobile, and they're pretty closely related with the kind of market that will be selling those type of phones, honestly, probably not. If anything, I think it'll turn T-Mobile into almost like a Sprint bad ESN at all times. That's just my outtake on it. I have that's just my opinion, but that's a good question. I get a few people often who don't want to do a boss playing devil's advocate, but what reason would you say to no to a deal if the person doesn't want to do what's BOS? Oh, bill of sale. Okay, so if they're not doing a bill of sale, there's a reason they're not going to do a bill of sale, so just walk away. Like, that's the biggest advice that I have. If they don't want to do the bill of sale, there's a reason they don't want to sell it. I literally just say, like, it's for tax and legal purposes. Like, I'll literally give them an example. Like, I'll be like, hey, like, John, I know you're concerned, but I mean, think about it. Like, if you're going to go to a store and sell this, if you're going to go to the local ATM at the Walmart, you're gonna have to put in the exact same information. If you want to go sell it like with no trace, that's not really how I run my business. So like, I'm straight up, I'm harsh with it. Just people don't want to do it. Success with John, like, I just won't. Like, don't bother with it. There's a reason they're not doing it. So it's just a better way to save some money. DJ, hey, I met you today. What's up, DJ? Thanks for tuning in. So I hope you enjoy the course, my man. Have you been able to watch any of the videos? Let me know. Kish, do private buyers buy bad ESN? Yes, Scott. They buy everything. They buy locked, bad ESN, bad LCD, cracked. They literally buy everything. There's a reason they've been in. Those are the kind of guys that have been in the industry for a super long time, so they know exactly what they're doing. If you guys are new here, definitely leave questions down below. I see we're getting a lot of people in here. Definitely hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that little subscription button down below. We're on the road to 2K, so I'd really appreciate it. So, a buyer selling a Sprint phone, should I always list as bad ESN? If you're going to be selling it online, yes. If you're selling it locally, if it's paid off, a lot of times I'll just sell it as Sprint because there's a lot of people that buy Sprint in my local area. But if I'm selling it online, I'll always do bad ESN. Yeah, I watched some videos today. Heck yeah, DJ. So a lot of content to get through in there. True, I saw ecom ATM at the mall with a place that said you need to give your license. Yeah, they literally the same thing. Like I don't know why people wouldn't sign it. I'm always confused by it. So is location very, very important in terms of what, Ray? Like be more specific on the question. Sarah Lee, how much is your course? So whenever I do a live stream, I offer 10% off. So if you're interested in it, just shoot me a message right now or after. But my course is currently $497. And one thing I am always releasing new information in there. So with that said, it's always going to kind of go up because of all the new info in there. But one thing I'm going to be releasing either tomorrow or the next day is actually an eBay price sheet. So it's basically being a spreadsheet. You guys have probably seen in my videos, but per the model of the phone, like iPhone X, iPhone 8 Plus, per the gigabyte, per the carrier, and per the condition, I'm going to be giving a price for every single one of those, what you should be buying to make exactly $100 flipping that phone on eBay. So that's going to be, I think, game changer for me in terms of other phone flipping courses out there. And I'm really excited about it. And that's going to be updated every single month. So I also did a post on OfferUp, but it got deleted. Yeah, Sarah, there's a couple reasons. Either it got taken down by OfferUp, but a lot of the times it's just competition, so you can't do much about it. But there's ways you can get around it. So what site do you use to see if the phone is paid off that you bought? So Mike, I use the web. I actually use the carrier website. So if I get an AT&T phone, I want to see if it's paid off, I'm going to actually go to AT&T IMEI check. It'll be like an AT&T unlock portal. You put in the IMEI. If it lets you go through the entire system of unlocking the phone, the phone's paid off. Otherwise, it'll give a bright red message. Same thing with Verizon. You could do the Verizon IMEI check. For Sprint, you use ting.com, which is weird, but it's called ting.com. That's how I check it. So type in ting IMEI check. T-Mobile system's down right now, but if you want to check also a carrier, you can also go through sickw.com, which is it's a paid thing, but it costs like 10 to 30 cents per IMEI you check. So it's pretty much like it's nothing. So what is the process of shipping? What shipping products do you use to ship? On Hello Martinez. Good question. So for me, there's different ways you can do it. You could either use like small flat rate priority, which is a lot of the times how I ship my phones. I'll just wrap, let's just say this phone, I'll wrap it in bubble wrap a couple times, put it in the small flat rate box, and then I'll just write the label or print it at home if I'm selling on eBay, and then I'll just ship it out. Otherwise, you can just depends on which platform you're using, but sometimes you can, like on Mercari, a lot of the times they give you a label for like $4, so I'll just ship it in like a small bubble wrapper. There's different ways you can do it. I have I think 1 or 2 videos on my channel that show you how to ship a phone. So have you had any phones taken down for Mercari? Happened to me today, and it looks like they aren't my picks, even though they are. Honestly, Benjamin, no, I haven't had any of them taken down. So how would I protect myself from buying a phone that comes out clean, but then a couple days later it's blacklisted? Kara, that's a big reason. Like me or you will use anybody in the phone flipping industry will use the bill of sale. It's basically like a legal protection, but at the same time, it won't help you. So there's a couple strategies that I use. One called the bad Esn strategy that I strictly put in my course, and it literally allows anybody to flip phones with zero risk at all, which is pretty cool. But if you use that bill of sale, it's basically used to scare the buyer from actually going ahead and calling the company and saying, hey, I lost the phone, therefore that phone going blacklisted. But I mean, if it's paid off, it shouldn't be. Like if you're worrying about the paid off way, that's just making sure it's paid off. You just have to use those websites. But if you're worrying about like the insurance companies like filing it that way, that's what the bill of sale is for. How many times do you post a day, Curry? I do. It really depends on the day. Like I don't post as much on weekends, but I put about 5 to 10 Craigslist ads up a day. I do about 3 to 4 Facebook Marketplace ads up every week. So I honestly don't post too many. I get a lot of referral business now just because I hand out business cards and stuff like that. Saw a video from a guy last week who makes a living selling salvage phones. Would you recommend picking those up, like iPhone 7 broken and up? Yeah, Josie. I mean, I sell anyone that is any phone that, no matter the condition, unless it's really bad. Like if it's an iPhone 7 is broken, like, and it like just doesn't work, I don't know where you could sell them to make money. If I would guess that guy like knows where to sell certain parts and stuff like that. If they're really bad, like I won't buy them. But if like they're like an iPhone X, cracked, bad LCD, cracked both sides, bad ESN, I can still make money off of it. But a lot of the times I have to sell on eBay those ones or to my private buyer. Obviously, no original person is going to buy it. Where do you get your boxes from to ship? So you, DJ, so I just go to the local post office. I get all my small flat rate priority boxes. You can either have them shipped to you. I think they charge a fee, but they're free at the post office. So just go pick them up. I pick up like, honestly, like 10 of them every time I leave. So Benjamin, just DM'd you about your price sheet. Okay, I just saw it. So I appreciate, I'll get back to you right after the live stream's over. Lately, my ads have produced nothing. Yeah, John, like, let me be honest, like you're gonna have good weeks, you're gonna have bad weeks. It's just a lot of the times they're just ads get taken down by competition, which really sucks. So just keep persistent with it. Think about different strategies. Like one thing I do, especially with Craigslist ads, I'll post like around 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, right before I go to bed. That way they kind of generating through the night. You're gonna get those initial people that wake up early, and then your phone flippers are gonna wake up at 7, 8 in the morning. Then they'll go take them down around 9 a.m. But you're already getting that initial market in. So try different strategies. So, oh, I have a printer like the one you have. I use a wireless printer on it and love it. I can print from one office to another. That's pretty cool. Yeah. One thing I want to do is get a label printer. I think that would be sick. Like $300, but it's honestly not necessary, but I just think it would be cool to have. And you can write it off. Is location very, very important with getting inventory? No, I mean, I know people that are in rural Wisconsin. I know people, like for me, I live in a populated area. I know people in rural East Coast. I know people in populated areas. It really doesn't matter. It's going to be a little bit tougher, obviously. But one of the strategies you can use is offering like gas cards to people. Obviously, you're going to have to reach out to a bigger audience. So if you're getting, like giving gas cards, which is honestly sometimes better than just giving $20 because it makes people like wonder, oh, $20 for gas, like that's sick. Or $20 is just like another addition to their phone. So just like if you're in a rural area, or I don't really know if that's the right word, but if you're in a non-populated area, give incentives for people to come closer to you, or you'd be able to meet halfway. So it is important though, like there is benefits to being in a populated area versus a non-populated area, Ray. So thanks, Kish. Really enjoy your content. I've gained a lot of knowledge from you. I really appreciate that, man. So what is your Facebook? I will PM you, Kara. If you're in the phone flipping Facebook group, I'm just the admin of it. So you could just type in my name, Kish is Ronnie. You'll find me. You know what I look like. So Josie says post office will ship those to your house free, greater than those cold days. Yeah. So DJ, they'll ship them to you for free. So I've actually haven't. So I didn't know they were free, but that's pretty cool. They want you to do their business, so that's their incentive to run through their company to ship phones or whatever you're shipping. So if you do use the bill of sale, do you take it to this? So if you do have to use the bill of sale, do you take it to the store and then Ray, are you referring to after it gets blacklisted or before? So Luis, how's it going? I appreciate you tuning in. If you guys are new here, definitely give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I drop a lot of content, a lot of knowledge for you guys, so I'd appreciate it. A little bit over 1,100 now subs. I just sent you a message, Kara. Perfect. I appreciate it. I'll get back to you soon, or right after the live stream. Udemy versus Teachable. Luis, I use Teachable for my course, so I really like it. You have to pay a fee, though, but it's worth it. Pretty cool features. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me just plug this in real quick. I have to charge my computer. Have you ever been blocked on OfferUp? I get blocked for some reason. Don't know how to get back on the platform. I've never been blocked because I take the most extra precautions you could ever take because it is a big moneymaker. That is where I get most of my phones, so I never want to get blocked on there. A lot of the times I won't even post ads on there unless they're like the actual promoted ones because I don't want to get flagged and have them recognize that I'm not a trusted seller and get blocked on there. I know a couple people searching the Facebook group. Some people have been able to get off contacting their customer service and stuff like that. If you have a legit reason why you were like for no reason you were kicked off, but that's why it's so like that's why I teach a lot, like especially in my YouTube videos and my course. It's so like there's so many strategies you have to follow to be careful not to get blocked on there, and that's why I think I've been able to help a lot of people and have success with them not getting kicked off. It's just they're taking the right precautions. They're not posting too aggressively. They're posting at the right times and they're doing it the right way. So, in creating a course, but I have zero knowledge of Udemy, though I hear they advertise for you, but take half of what's made. Yeah, I honestly don't know much about Udemy. I heard good things about Teachable. I respect their CEO a lot. He's a really cool guy, so that's why I use him. So, I didn't even ask anybody. I just used it. I'm in a bunch of other courses that are in Teachable. That's why another reason why I used it. So if you guys are interested in hopping my course, since I don't have any questions, I'm going to give you guys 10% off. Just shoot me a message during this live stream, and I'll just shoot you a link that'll give you the 10% off. I only do it when I live stream, so it does make a difference, especially because the normal price is $497. So are you in Smooth Flipper's course, Benjamin? No, I'm not in anybody's course. I learned on my own. I made every mistake in the book, but I think that's why I'm here and why I really like teaching others about it. So to avoid the same mistakes that I made. So Ray, so once it's blacklisted, there's not much you can do, which is super unfortunate. But if you use the bad Esn strategy, which is one thing I teach 100%, you're never going to have to worry about that. So it's really tough. I've tried it several times for people. I don't get it as much anymore because I use these strategies, but you know, there's not much. I've gone to an insurance company. I've gone to AT&T, Apple. There's not much you can do. I heard there's a possibility of like going to the police and taking that to Apple. Sometimes it's worked. So is blacklisted and bad Esn the same? Yeah, Kara, it is. They could mean different. Like bad Esn is kind of like the top tier, and then it can go down into blacklisted, or it can go into finance. That's where like it could be interchanged in that way. So how much does your bubble wrap cost? So I bought 3 big rolls like this big from buy 2 get 1 free from Staples, and they're like $12 or $15. I've used them for a couple months now. Like it's a pretty good deal. Are you looking to hire a VA, Luis? Not at the moment. I have so much time. Like I do a lot of other things except for phone flipping as well. But for me, posting, like spending an hour or a half hour posting ads and going to buy phones is I really like doing it. So I don't really need to hire anybody. I only do that once I get to the point where I feel like I could be spending that time making money elsewhere. So I hope that makes sense. Did you get your eBay account back? No. So I've actually 3 people have been so close to helping me get it back at like eBay headquarters, like the people that I've talked to, and I just haven't got traction with it yet. So I'm still trying to. So I'm still trying to get it. Kev, my eBay got banned. What'd you get banned for? Like all phones or just like your entire eBay? Can I sell a blacklisted phone on eBay, for example? He said the phone was stolen insurance. I'd avoid it, right? eBay's cutting down care up really heavily. So I really don't buy blacklisted phones or ones that are reported. I will only buy ones now that will are only like finance because that they have no problem with that. We've had a lot of discussion with other people in the group. eBay doesn't really like have that in their policy that you can't sell those type of phones, but the lost or stolen ones, that's why I was blocked because they didn't know if bad ESM meant it could possibly have been stolen, which makes sense because I could potentially be selling stolen phones that I steal, but I mean, obviously that's not the case. So Kev, once your eBay is entirely banned, it's kind of hard to get back. That's kind of tough. But Kara, I know you can sell those on Mercari a little. They're a little bit more lenient about it, but unless if I ever get one of those because somebody files it on me, I'll just sell to my private buyer, which is super tough. But make sure to not list iCloud locked phones on Mercari. Saber got one of his band. Yeah, I watched that video, Jesse. I still will never mess. I will only ever sell a locked phone to a private buyer. Do you sell your phones at a different price on Mercari than eBay or around the same price? DJ, that's a really good price. So it is a little bit reduced, obviously, because there isn't all these international buyers out there. I usually have to do about $40 to $50 less on Mercari, which is totally fine. I just market it into like actually going to appraise a phone. So, but there is a price difference there. But it depends. Like, there are people that will buy bad ESN and stuff like that, and some. But overall, like they're going to go a little bit cheaper on there. So. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Luis said he was banned. There's a guy that does this. He doesn't do it like full time, but his name is like what's his name? I can't recall his name, but he ended up getting banned for selling an iCloud locked device on Mercari. So I always avoid passcode locked phones, selling them on eBay or Mercari. Chief Bailey, what up, man? Sorry I'm late. All good, man. I appreciate you tuning in. So never too late. We got 27 people in here. It's actually insane. I'll text you on Insta when I get on Fortnite. I'll be there. All right, Casey, I'll see you tonight. Should I shotgun a beer in Target? That isn't even a question. 100% go shotgun a beer in Target, whatever that means. Like, I don't know why you asked that, but go for it. Bold move, Cotton. I respect it. Full send for the boys, 100%. I like some Nelq boy stuff out here. Have you tried buying cracked iPhones off eBay, repair them, and sell them back? What do you think of that? Marty, if you know how to sell phones, great way. There's just a lot of competition on there, so it's going to be hard to buy them just because you think about how many people are on eBay. It'll be super tough, but if you can do it, I know a lot of people that do that. People that specifically repair phones, a lot of the times they'll buy them online. I'm actually like getting really close to buying phones on Mercari. There's a little bit less competition on there, but I'm trying to buy like iPhone X's and if I can, like lock phones on there, because sometimes people just don't know the value on there. But again, they go within a couple minutes. Unless I see that phone within the first minute, a lot of the times I can't buy it. So, Kev, yeah, the lady at eBay said if I made another account on eBay, it would get restricted. Yeah, it never works making another one. They literally have all your information from your other one and all the like bank accounts, like addresses, all of that is the same, and they'll recognize it. What do you think of screen refurbished business? What exactly do you mean? Like fixing them, like, and then selling them as refurbished? I bought an iPhone. Spencer said, I bought an iPhone on eBay, clean ESN. I was waiting for a part to come in, and then I fixed the screen. I went to unlock it on the AT&T. Yeah, Spence. Oh, that's tough. If you ended up, damn, yeah, that's tough. I would contact eBay, let them know what happened. But once you like touch the phone, obviously you know you probably can't really return it. So that's tough. That's super unfortunate. I hate people online a lot of the times because of that. I was scrolling through phones on Mercari and I found your profile, dude. Yeah, Luis, a lot of people find me on there because there's not too many sellers on there. So you'll find me. We lit. Just because of that, I have to buy the course. Hell yeah, man. Saturdays are for the boys, right? Heck yeah. Do I have a separate business phone? No. It's ironic. I have a 7. I should have like the iPhone like 11 with how many phones I buy. But no, I just have the iPhone 7 just because I'm on a plan with it. But I don't have a separate business phone. I should though. I don't really need to. But can't wait for the next few months. It's going to be a phone. It's going to be a phone mine since the new iPhones are going to be coming out. People are going to want to get rid of their used phones. Yeah, Chief, that's a really good point. Like there's basically 2 differences in the market. One, all you're going to see is iPhone 9s or whatever they're going to be called, sealed in boxes, financed, so we can buy those phones a lot of the time to sell them as bad ESN. And then all you're going to see is a flood of new phones. 6s are going to be irrelevant. 7s are going to be new 6s. 8 pluses are going to be the ones you buy for $300, sell for $450. It's pretty cool. I'm interested to see like this transition with new phones coming out. It's going to be exciting. But we're in that middle market right now where people are still valuing them high when the prices are reducing. So I'm actually having a tough time right now being able to bring people down on prices just because they don't recognize that with these new phones already coming out and like the Note 9 this month, like these prices are tanking. But it's kind of sucks right now, but just holding off for another like 2 months, we'll be chilling. So you're right. I'm really excited about that too, man. So buying iCloud locked phones and selling their OEM screen. Yeah, I mean, if you can, like, that's a pretty good strategy. There's so many cool things you can do if you know how to like the technicalities of phone, and then you learn the phone flipping. And like, I'm actually helping a guy. He's like 18 years old. He owns a shop out in like Alabama. He reached out to me and he was like, he does like a couple $100,000 a year in like revenue or in sales in his shop. And so I'm teaching him how to scale that business to actually like buying phones, keep putting out ads to actually buy the phones, not just fix them. And man, it is changing his business model. It's pretty cool. So there's so many different ways you can take advantage in just the phone industry, whether it's repairing them, selling refurbished, buying them locked. Like there's so many cool things you guys can do. I can put the original skin on, but man, I don't know what to do. I contacted AT&T and the seller, and he claims he told AT&T Spencer, like, just yeah, if they're investigating, I guess wait, but 99% chance he's just saying that is probably just trying to scam you. So, but if you can return it, 100% return it and leave a bad review if you can. So, haven't done Craigslist as much, man. I'm missing out 100%. That is big market money, like sorry, I can't speak. Money maker for me right now. Are we camping for the new iPhone? You should. Nice little profit there if you can. Should I sell iCloud lock phones on eBay or nah? Nah, man, don't do it. We're playing the long ball game. Don't get banned like me on eBay. And it wasn't because I was selling iCloud lock. It was just a big misunderstanding that I'm trying to get cleared up. So just don't sell them on there. Unless you have a private buyer. That's what I teach a lot of my course members and how to get those private buyers specifically. Unless you have a private buyer, don't buy iCloud locked phones. Unless you're able to use them for their parts and like fix a screen with it or use the home button on another one. So do you know where to buy used phones in bulk? Is there more ways to source phones instead of local and eBay, like overseas? Honestly, that is more like the wholesaler kind of business, and I haven't tapped into it. Unless you're like having like 6 figures or even like 50,000 or more, like don't do that kind of thing. It's not one of those things where you should like, unless you have that kind of money, don't do it, honestly. But like there's new ways you guys can do it. Like if you're trying to source phones, the biggest thing is just build a brand. I do have a mentor that's kind of helping me along the way, like telling me to build a brand, and I'm putting out Facebook ads in my local area for people to like actually recognize me, getting Facebook like my brand as a Facebook page to actually get reviews on it. They're going to tell their friends. I'm handing out more business cards, and all of that kind of links together for people to get referral businesses to me. And one thing you can do is you can try to just buy them like over apps and stuff like that. Like right now I'm trying to buy like for people to ship phones around the country to me over OfferUp because they have that new shipping feature. So you just got to try new things. I've been banned on eBay before, but managed to make a new one with no faults. Honestly, the first I've heard of that. So what paid ads do you use? The only ones I'll ever pay for an ad are through Facebook ads, like for actually promoting my business, and then just using OfferUp paid ads. So I don't do the Craigslist ones. Have you used a shipping feature on OfferUp? No. So I've actually never like shipped out a phone. I really only do local for it, but I'm trying to get people to ship me phones. So I'm bidding on phones around the country. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but be careful for buying overseas. A lot of these phones are counterfeit. Never get iPhones from sites like Alibaba or DHgate. Josie said it right. Marty, it's a safe. It is. Just make sure the buyer has reviews if they're going to be able. If you want them to ship the phone, make sure they're not trying to get you off the app. Like a lot of people will try to make you pay through PayPal or Cash App. Just go through the OfferUp app if you're going to do it. But certainly enjoyed. Got to pick up prescription. Thanks for tuning in, Jerry. Appreciate it. 20 people in the chat, 23 people in the chat. Your thoughts on turbo sims, buying carrier locks, but using them when you sell, but being transparent, of course. Luis, it's definitely an option. Like I know some people that do it. There are, I don't know how much, honestly don't think they're too expensive, but if they work, I don't see why not. Again, just being transparent. Like I guarantee it'll probably make you sell a phone a lot faster. Should I buy damaged phones? Tech Center, 100%. There's no reason. Like I personally don't fix them, but I'll sell damaged phones. But obviously I'm not going to sell them locally to like local people. I'll sell them on like apps like OfferUp and Mercari. But definitely you can buy them. Do I buy laptops too, Jesse Rivera? Good question. Yeah, so I just ended up buying my first Mac. I have it back here. I'm trying to sell it right now. Should get about $100 to $150 profit on it. It's literally like a MacBook. No, an iMac, like it's the actual desktop one. So slowly venturing into that. When are you doing your collab with Nelq? I don't think that'd be funny. Maybe when I'm a little bit bigger. Get in a game of BP with them. That'd be pretty fun. Hey, everyone in chat. If you're new, Casey with the shout out. I appreciate it. If you guys are new here, definitely hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. But I'm going to do another 5 minutes. And then I got to head out. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like button, people. This guy is giving gold nuggets right now. I already gave him my plus. Hell yeah. Be like Josie, people. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Show some love on the channel. But if you've already given a thumbs up and aren't subscribed, hit that subscription button. I'd really appreciate it. What to do if the competition is very high in your area? Have you tried to go to your city to buy phones? So I live in Phoenix, and this is like the reseller central. So honestly, like if I can do it, anybody can do it anywhere. Like I just separate myself. The biggest thing for me, like if I came into this business now, like with no knowledge, like of no YouTube or any of these videos, and I didn't have these videos that I released out, like it'd be a little bit tougher because like you need to start building a brand, like separating yourself from the average guy that is going to be in this for a month or two, but that month could really affect your profit and sales. So just build a brand, put out business cards, separate yourself, use different strategies that people aren't thinking of. If you want, you could do the whole higher price model where you're giving a little bit more than the competition, which is sometimes hard to beat because a lot of those guys like in my area are like the people that I sell to, like my private buyers, so they buy pretty high. So just think of new ways to do it. Where's the best place to sell computers? I have companies that give me tons of computers. More about, honestly, do them locally because like I know a lot of people that buy and sell Macs here locally in Phoenix, and they have good success with it. Where's your private buyer located? He is in New Hampshire. Yeah, New Hampshire. I write his label so much. I memorize his address now. So now for the real questions. Is your real name Kish? And it's my short name. Like that's what I go by everybody, even my parents. So my real name is Kish. That'd be a weird name to make up, right? How long do iCloud lock phones sit? For me, they never sit because I only sell them to private buyers. So max, they'll be in my house for about a day. So Marty, I answered this earlier in the live stream, but where to find a private buyer? Really, they just have to come to you. There's a couple techniques you can use to have them to get yourself discovered a little bit better, but that's some of the stuff I say for the members of my course. So the best thing I can tell you is just keep doing you and they'll come to you. So. How do you pack iPads? Same way, Kev. A lot of the times I buy them with boxes though, so I never really have to, but just put them in bubble wrap. If you're going to do it, you're probably going to need like a medium flat rate priority box, but shouldn't be too bad. Same thing as an iPhone, right? All right, guys. Well, I got to head out, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you want to hop in the course, just shoot me a message right now, and I'll give you guys the 10% off. And then I have new videos coming out this week. The new business I'm releasing is in the next video, so get excited for that. subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comment section. I'll just go ahead and answer them later tonight. And then you guys can get your answers. So hope you guys are having a great night. Go buy some phones. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. People are buying right now. It's a good time to go do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.